I'm Dante. I run Dante's Data, where we find the most consistent players and teams across all sports every single day so you don't have to guess. Today we're going to be talking about when you should cash out your bets. We're going to talk about cashing out. We're going to talk about hedging. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a 2-ticket method that is really helpful when you play parlays. So cashing out versus hedging. When you cash out, you're selling your ticket back to the book. So that's when, place a bet. They're going to offer a percentage of your winnings that you can just take during the game and instantly grab a cash out. Hedging is when you bet the other side yourself. I'm going to show you what hedging is and how that looks. And the big difference is the book controls your cash out price. You control the hedge size. So let me show you an example of what this actually looks like. So let's say Miami is playing Florida. Let's say you got Miami money line before the game at -110, and the game's not going how you wanted, or maybe you are having a really good day and you don't want to make it a negative day. This could be a play that could maybe put you in the red on the day. There could be a lot of different scenarios, but for whatever reason, you don't feel good about this bet and you kind of wish you didn't place in the first place, or you just want to hedge risk entirely. What you can do is you can check during game, and you might have a situation where Florida, they might be +2.5 during the game, and you can get that at, let's say, -110 odds. It could even be +100 odds. So what you can do is, let's say you place $50 or 1 unit on Miami on the money line. Well, you could then go and place on Florida +2.5, kind of around those same odds. So you have to do the math, but if you put down $50 and you want to completely hedge it and you can get +100 odds, you could place $50 on that bet. And as long as Florida doesn't lose more than 2 points, it doesn't really matter, because if they lose more than 2 points, your original bet of Miami is going to win. But if Miami loses, you're still covered if they're within 2.5. So either way, you're going to win one of these bets. And what can even be better is, let's say Miami wins, but they only win by 1 point. You just won both these bets, and that's called middling. So middling is where you basically try to place on both sides of the bet and land in the middle. Now, one thing to think about when hedging and keep in mind is sportsbooks don't love this method. So for example, if you place this original Miami bet on FanDuel, you might want to go over to DraftKings or another book and place the other side, because sportsbooks are going to pick up on hedging, and over time you're going to end up getting limited if you hedge on the same sportsbook repeatedly. They will catch up on that, and it's very likely that you'll get limited. So if you're using that strategy and hedging, you want to make sure you're doing it on different books. So when does locking in a profit actually make sense? So this could be the last leg of a high odds parlay. You could have maybe gone outside of your bankroll management plan and put a bet size bigger than you should have placed, and you realize if you lose this bet, you're gonna wipe away your winnings on the day. Whatever reason, you don't feel confident about it and you feel like it was kind of a sloppy play to begin with, and you're just not comfortable riding it. So one of the strategies that you can do, and this is another form of hedging, is you've got your parlay. Say we got this at +1,200 odds. Whoops, put the one there. 1,200 odds. And we'll say this is a 5-leg parlay. So let's say everything's going well and you hit your first 3, maybe your first 4 legs of this parlay. In this last bet down here, we took a team money line at -200 odds. So what we know is the underdog on this play might be around +200 or more odds. So for this example, just say it's +200 odds. Now on this slip, if we put $10 to win $120, what we can actually do is we could go to this last team here that's the underdog. Now we need the favorite to win to cash the parlay, but if we were to take, let's say, $50 and put it on the underdog, we're going to guarantee ourselves a profit, because if the parlay wins, we took our 10 to 120, and if we put $50 on this play and the parlay, the last leg, loses, we're guaranteeing really a $40 profit, because we're going to lose our $10 here up top on our normal bet. However, parlay loses, we would have lost this in the first place to begin with, but because we hedged, we were able to lock in a profit no matter what here with our +200 underdog play, where we put $50 to win 100. It's $50 profit. We minus our $10 from our original play up here, and we can lock in a $40 profit guaranteed. And then either way, even if the parlay won, we'd lose our $50 that we put in on that bet. but we'd still be left with a guaranteed win and lock in a win. So that's another cool way that you can do it. But one of the best ways, if you're going to be running parlays, is the 2-ticket method. So the 2-ticket method is where you take 2 parlays. So let's say you're going to play that same parlay, and you're playing a plus 1200 parlay. So originally you were going to put down $10 on this play, but instead of putting $10 on our slip, we're going to split this into 2 slips, and we're going to put $5 on each slip. So what this does is, let's say we win our first few bets. We're down to our last one, our first 3. And what we're going to start to do is we're going to be starting to get cash out options on both of these tickets, but the $5 will then go to a $10 cash out. Then it might go to $20, then it might go up to $50. And what we're able to do is we're able to cash out one of these tickets and let the other one ride. So if you've ever had a parlay and you're like, do I cash out, do I not? This method takes out the guessing, because you split your wager size that you're going to put on one ticket, you split it into 2 tickets, and when the cash out option goes up on the one, you can cash out, you can get your $10 back no matter what. So you already got your initial investment back, and you can let this second slip ride and try to cash that one basically risk-free. So if this video helped, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Going to be dropping a lot of new content on this channel, and links are all in the description for Dante's Data VIP, for our free Discord group, all that you can check out down below. Here's another video to watch, and I will see you in the next one.